What's going on, guys? King Kyle and the Gentleman here, back with the first place Rogue Tournament deck profile.
Yes,
what
sir.
deck it is? What deck is it?
It's Altergeist Dogmatika.
Yeah. All right.
We traveled across the state to go to GalaxyBusterTCG on the east side of the state, Michigan.
With Mixer Alex over here.
Mr. Alex is a great host. Notable archetypes that were banned was Bystial, Branded, Adventure, Spright, Fleur. Yeah, those ones.
Adventure, yeah. Pretty much anything that was good.
Yeah, except for Runic snuck in somehow. And then they also had some custom hits. So Ishuzu were banned, Scythe and Baronne were banned, Ashuna was limited, and Benten was limited.
What do you think of the format?
Honestly, it's really cool. Like, granted, everyone was scared of Runic, but wow, Runic's at full power. Runic didn't even make the top cut, so.
Haha, Jordan.
Haha, Jordan, get fucked. That's what happens when we draw evenly cosmic. Well, not me, but other people did that.
All right, sure. Let's get in the match.
Yeah, get into the profile. All right, so for the Altergeist ratios, it's pretty standard: 3 Marionetta, 3 Mellowseek, 3 Faker, 2 Silk, 1 Concurry. Honestly, Concurry kept getting sided out. He might get cut going forward if I ever go to more Rogue events. I didn't even play Pukri because the extra deck's kind of tight and I don't really play much Altergeist links outside of Hextia. So Pukri wasn't even played. And then the dog is I just play the 1 Pleasier and the 1 Fleur. Fleur is like the brick, Concurry is the brick. So if I guess I have a Concurry, I'm cutting down on my bricks. So that's one way to look at that, if I can replace it with something else. For the spells, we just play 3 Extravagance. Still really powerful, I like the draw. I'm going to try out Prosperities. It'll let me have a more flexible extra deck. But I do like just the raw drop, +1 that Extravagance brings. And then 3 Nadir. Nadir is just a very powerful card. Basically, can pseudo get you like a +2, clear cards. Altergeist has a very problem going second, so Nadir really helps with that. It also helps get you to traps going first with like the getting you the punishment. The rest is traps because we are playing a trap deck. We have, for the Altergeist, we have the 2 Protocol and the 1 Manifestation. Manifestation's still really good in the grind games, but I found myself siding it out a lot because if I draw it in my opening hand, I really don't like it. I could make it work sometimes, but more often than not, this card ends up just being not that good. And I still like 2 Protocol because you can like set one, you start with your first one, then you get another one later, and then you can send this one with the Marionetta to summon back a guy, and that way you can keep bodies on the field, get more bodies on the field, and since you're still getting a Protocol. So I like 2 Protocol. For this, Pretend Altergeist Traps, we have the 3 Spoofing. Very powerful card, lets you dodge targets, increase consistency, everything, blah, 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 blah. Pretend Altergeist card, Imperm. We like Imperming Faker, especially when we don't get hit with like Ash or Droplet and stuff on our Faker.
Did you do it any time in a game today?
Yeah, I did it against Agnister. I played against that. I have no out to Arrival. I lost a eye roll, and the game 1 I opened an Imperm Faker. So I basically won the game.
Pretty good.
God's plan.
God's plan.
Is that your favorite card?
For other power traps, we play Torrential. So this is a rogue. Torrential's a very powerful card, but decks like Tier just made this card horrible. But outside of Tier, this is still a really strong card. So going into a rogue event, I liked playing this again. And same thought process with that. Strike. Strike's a very powerful card, but again with decks like Tier, this card just sucks. But since it's a rogue, that's pretty powerful. And then we play the 2 Punishment. This has hard once per turn, so 3 is definitely a no-go. You can always recycle it with Omega, so 2 is still fine. I like it. Sometimes I side out the second one, depending if I'm going second. And then for the insurance, if I lose the die roll, 3 evenly matched. I don't think I ever drew it game 1. Or actually, well, I did, but I won the die roll, and I drew like 2 and set 2, and it was enough to like win. But more often than not, it's still just good to have it, because if I do lose the die roll and open this, and then even have like a Faker, like that's crazy. Or if you have like a Mellowseek, you can crash the Mellowseek, search the Faker, then evenly match at the end of the battle phase, and then summon Faker.
You gotta have.
So very good. For the extra deck, for our Link ones, we play the 2 Animas. Never made it today, but it's really good for people don't play. If they play into it, you just get a free suck up. 2 Link Rebo, usually the one you're going for, because you know he just actually has an interruption. And then the 2 Artemis. Artemis is good if you open up like usually Marionetta as your normal summon and not Mellowseek, because then you can link it off. because it's only 4 lower spellcaster, and then you can get, then Nadir, get the Ecclesia, summon the Ecclesia because it's after next monster, and then search either the Fleur or the Punishment. And then for the only Altergeist link, we play the 3 Hextia. So again, I was thinking of maybe if I switch to a Prosperity, I can play the link 3, the link 4, and I can then like cut these down all to 1 because I'm not having to worry about random hits off Extravagance, which would give me more options to getting over big monsters like Arrival, Dragoon, things like that. For the Nadir sends or targets and the punishments, we have our 3 Nentis, very powerful, get extra interruptions. With Nadir, we have a pseudo engage. You can send this, search Ecclesia, and then draw a card. Really powerful if you don't open Extravagance, so you can get that draw. The 1 Titan Clad, because then you can send it, search your Ecclesia, summon your Ecclesia, search the Punishment, and then end phase grab your Fleur. So if you don't have Faker, it's a really good alternative to still have a good interruption plan. And then just the 1 Mega for recycling. Very solid extra deck. I played this at a PPG and got second. The only thing that really changed from the extra deck is I played Totally Awesome instead of this card, because this card didn't exist back then. Toad was cool. It could add back Melosi because it's water, but honestly that never really came up. And Garura getting a free draw, really nice, especially for going first when you just need all the cards you can get. Side deck, I have 3 Fenrir. Kudos to Austin Hurd for getting me the last 2. This card's really powerful. I really enjoy it. They didn't ban Cashier because the Photon Hybridova's not out yet, so the Cashier deck itself isn't really that good. But so allowed me to play Fenrir, and this card's just sweet, helping me break boards. Very powerful card. Even if you get made to go first and draw this card, still interruption. We got the 1 Pinker Tops to round that out for like the monsters for going second. I played these over like Lightning Storms because these are just more flexible and they're still very powerful cards. Like them a lot. For more going second, we just have the Feather Duster really. So because I'm maining the Evenlies, I had the 4 monsters and then just the Feather Duster. So I wasn't really too prepared for back row matchups, but I didn't assume there were going to be too many. And yeah, for decks like Sword Soul, we have 3D Dagger. I did play it, didn't draw it, so that never came up, but it is still just a very strong card to have against a deck like that, which can be a very tough matchup sometimes. And then for the last cards, these are all the going first ones I almost always put in. It's the 3 Judgment, obviously. 3 Village, very powerful, very ignorant card. Basically turns off your opponent's spell cards, which is almost all the removal, except for evenly matched. And then the last one is just basically a pseudo 4th Judgment is the Point of the Lotus. If I drew it, cool. Just gets evenly out of their hand. Or their best card. And then triggers Multi-Faker. Yeah, so that's the deck. 40 cards, 15-15. Played really well. I like Altergeist. This is a really fun event. GalaxyBusterTCG, shout out to them for hosting the event.
What were your matchups?
My matchups? Oh gosh. It was a Rogue tournament, so we're playing against Rogue decks. I played against Grand Maju, beat them. Played against Sword Soul, beat them. Played against Rickus on Avalon, beat them. Played against...
Was that your Sword Soul?
So how do you think your Sword Soul matchup was? Like, do you think your opponent played well in that Sword Soul matchup?
Hell no.
They could have played and definitely could have drawn better, but
Amen,
Sword Soul is definitely a tough matchup because Blackout is a card. Them not having Baron is very huge, and them also having 1 Ashuna is very huge. So if the deck had both those cards, especially the Baron just adds another level of Sword Soul that just makes them way over the top. So it was very cool that the ban list definitely took that card out.
I think that Sword Soul played his best.
He tried his best.
Definitely did.
He was the heart and soul of the tournament.
How about the Invoke player?
The Invoke player probably should learn to not play an Imperm column. But he's a good guy. We love him very deeply. I also beat Marincess. Obviously, I beat Invoked in top 4, and then I can't remember my round 4. It's already blinking on me. Oh, it was the Agnister, duh. So yeah, that was my matchups. A lot of variety decks. I was looking around the tables. I saw some more recent decks like Darkworld. Those are obviously a pretty scary deck. I saw
Labyrinth.
I saw Eldlick. I don't know, just like a whole bunch of decks. It was cool. It's nice because
there was spellbooks too, by the way.
There was a spellbook. It's like I like the Rogue tournament because it just gives like people a chance to play decks they enjoy, and also just not get wrecked by like Spright, Tear, Flu, Branded, Bystial, Adventure. Just basically mainly Tear and Spright because those decks just like crap on so much strategies, and it's just it's nice to be able to like play a deck I enjoy and also do well. So yeah, thanks for watching the profile. Definitely don't play this at a real like modern Yu-Gi-Oh event. You'll get wrecked. I've already tried it.
Thought I had a good Spright matchup.